The Texas Longhorns' Arch Manning should consider transferring to another school where he could be the potential starter next season, especially with starting quarterback Quinn Ewers likely to return to Texas in 2024. Manning, who completed 2 of 5 pass attempts as a freshman, recently told reporters prior to the Sugar Bowl that he had no plans to transfer. But given that he was the top recruit in the 2023 class, and considering that the 3 signal-calling Heisman Trophy finalists were also all transfers, it could make sense for the nephew of Peyton and Eli Manning to swap jerseys for another program. Here are some landing spots for young Arch if he decides to ditch the burnt orange. Alabama. While Jalen Milroe ultimately helped the Crimson Tide beat Georgia in the SEC championship game, they nearly lost to Auburn and almost weren't in the playoff at all. And Alabama's offense this season wasn't what fans have been used to. 5-star recruit Julian Sayin will enter the picture next season too, which doesn't make Alabama the easiest path to starting for Manning. Still, I wouldn't rule it out, especially if it doesn't look like Milroe will start next season. Washington. There might not be a more desirable school to play quarterback for right now than Washington. Michael Penix Jr. just threw for more passing yards than anyone in the NCAA under head coach Kalen DeBoer's offensive scheme. Former Mississippi State passer Will Rogers has already announced his decision to transfer, but Manning would have a much easier time beating him out than Ewers. LSU. If Peyton and Eli were legends in the SEC at Tennessee and Ole Miss, Arch could do the same at another SEC West school, plus he gets to return to his home state. The Tigers boast 2 of the past 5 Heisman winners in Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, and Brian Kelly's squad is as attractive as anyone's. LSU is bringing in A.J. Swan from Vanderbilt, plus Garrett Nussmeier looked great in their bowl game against Wisconsin, but neither were as highly touted as Manning. Miami. Mario Cristobal enters his 3rd season at Miami and boasts a 12-13 record. He desperately needs an elite quarterback, and with Tyler Van Dyke transferring to Wisconsin, Manning could be the cherry on top of Cristobal's gem of a 2024 recruiting class. Miami also has a former 4-star quarterback, Ja'Carri Brown, returning in 2024, but that's also a battle Manning could win. Auburn. Auburn needs a quarterback, and Peyton Thorne was very clearly not the guy this season, throwing for only 16 touchdowns and 10 interceptions as Auburn's offense ranked 74th out of 133 teams. Backup Robbie Ashford recently hit the transfer portal, leaving Auburn with little depth heading into the 2024 season. Head coach Hugh Freeze can recruit, and he has 2 5-star receivers signed in the 2024 class, but he needs someone like Manning to put Auburn back on the map. Ole Miss. Arch's grandfather, Archie Manning, set records at Ole Miss. His uncle Eli is still the school record holder for career passing yards and passing touchdowns. Jackson Dart, who played terrifically in the Peach Bowl against Penn State, will return in 2024, which further crowds a quarterback room featuring Spencer Sanders and Walker Howard. But maybe Manning needs to link up with Lane Kiffin next season to fulfill his destiny. It just might be the right time for Arch Manning to leave Texas for a chance to start and possibly shine somewhere else next season.